This week, the American Crappie Trail concludes on beautiful Lake D'Arbonne. Day one action was fast and furious.
That is what we're out here looking for right there.
Fishing greats Tim Blackley and Jackie Van Cleve jumped out to an early lead, edging second place by a half a pound. But a battle on day two is emerging, and the rest of the field won't be intimidated.
All right, we're ready to go now. Woo!
Oh yeah, baby.
Welcome back to Lake D'Arbonne here in Farmerville, Louisiana. We've got another beautiful day. We've got a little more wind today than we had yesterday, and it's a little bit different direction. So that's going to change the game plan of some of these fishermen out here. But we're going to be giving away a new Ranger boat and a bunch of money today and making a lot of people happy. So stay tuned. We'll be right back from D'Arbonne, Louisiana.
All right.
We're only a half pound out, and if we can get us a good kicker fish like Van Cleve had yesterday, a 2-3, a 2-2, I think we can make some distance up.
Yesterday, I did my best on a Strike King jig with a bonehead spinner on the bottom with the same jig that Wes was using, I was using on top, which was a Strike King jig with Rockport Rattler.
So what I'm doing, I'm hooking them through the eyes today. It's what I done yesterday. And Tim hooked them, he hooked his through the lip. We'll try it both ways, see which way they want it, and then that's the way we'll go.
I let Wes use the electronics, and I just sit here and fish, and I'm a good net man.
It's on, folks. I can't wait.
But hopefully we can get the big bites early like we did yesterday.
Well, we're gonna hook up that boat, take it home, put it in my yard, put a for sale sign on it.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, son.
Game time, 7 o'clock.
Game on.
The game begins. Yeah, fish on, fish on. Little.
Blackley and Van Cleve are seeing some early action, but haven't located any size yet.
No, it ain't. That's shallow pole right there. We're getting a feed, but they're not what we're after.
Wes Barmore and Mark Theodos have only a half a pound to make up on Blackley and Van Cleve. Just minutes into day two, the deficit is erased.
First fish of the morning is a good start. Good job. Number 2 now.
Go.
He's a pound fish. He's a pound.
What we gotta have.
He's bad to start with. We'll put him in.
Watch it, you pull him up on there.
114.
You weigh that much?
Yes.
We're looking for them first 7, and then we can relax a little bit.
Number 2. All right, good fish.
Looks like he's still working today.
Fish looks like it's still here. Now we can just get them 1/6s to 1/8 to bite.
All right, let's get another.
I got him. Good one. Feels like it. Yeah.
We started here yesterday. Just a little short run here, about 100 yards.
We're getting better.
1.5 pounds.
That's what we want.
We got 2 spawning flats on both sides of us. You can see the rivers over there where the boats are running. And 6 foot, 6 foot. And right now, anything left that's spawning is in about 6 to 8 foot, which is mostly smaller fish. And what Jack and I figured out, seems like these fish, the bigger fish have spawned on these flats, and they've rolled back into this little impression here. And we're barely crawling. I mean, just almost still fishing 1.1.2 We didn't catch a lot of small fish yesterday when we was here. We caught mainly big ones, but we just made one pass through this. So, you know, we feel like we left it in good shape and didn't take all the big ones out. So we've got 3 fish in the live well, a 150, a 140, and a 110. So hopefully we can upgrade all those before the day's up.
That's how this team's doing it. That's how they're catching their fish. Let's go to break and we'll be right back.
Lucas Oil's synthetic blend 2-cycle outboard engine oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but also provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas synthetic blend 2-cycle oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas synthetic blend 2-cycle oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean, super easy, super fast.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you're jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. 3rd-generation family company with over 70 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Poles, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. B&M Poles, official pole of the American Crappie Trail. The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil Marine Products. Made in America, sold to the world. By Ranger Boats, driven to dominate. Super clean, super easy, super fast, super clean. By General Tire, anywhere is possible. And by these other proud sponsors.
Welcome to Lake D'Arbonne State Park. Here we have everything for the outdoor recreational enthusiast, including great crappie fishing on Lake D'Arbonne. We welcome the American Crappie Trail. We wish them to have a good time, be safe, and catch lots of fish.
I love it. Living the dream, folks. Living the dream. I'm telling you, this is living a dream.
Well, we got a lot of time left, and we got a lot of confidence that about noon our bite will pick up again. But these fish on practice day was way back in 2 or 3, 4 foot of water. There's still some back there, but basically, I think with all the pressure, they moved out here next to the channel in about 9 or 10 foot. Good one. And as we're talking, we get a fish. He's a little better than some we got, but okay. That's a start, folks, but we had some great big fish yesterday. We got one in the live well, weighs about 170. All the rest of them are about this size, but we're hoping that this bite will pick up. At noon yesterday, our bite really picked up, and we caught our last 5 weigh fish from noon to 1:30. We're now in 7th place right now. We're hoping to at least get the same weight we had yesterday and maybe move up a little bit. That makes number 7. Now we just need to get 6 big ones. Folks, this is a black and pink sassy shad Bobby Garland. We're using a 1/4 ounce Rockport rattler head, kind of get that rattle clicking, tipping it with a minnow. And we're using the blue and white, and we're also using black and pink, and sometimes we put on what they call licorice chartreuse. So we're gonna be putting some of that on there too. And hopefully we keep it mixed up. We're running some poles about 5 foot deep, and some of them we're running about 9 right on the bottom, because these fish are all up and down the ladder here in the scale of the water. We're going to get it back in there and see if old Black Pinky can get another one.
Tim!
The light bite. It's a good one. Come on. Tim, I had to get mine.
I found a quarter laying in the back of the boat. Ain't nothing like this, no.
This is good fish. It's healthy fish, healthy.
Fish don't weigh but 138.
Put it in there.
Third place, Tony Edgar and Travis Lepley have returned to the spot where they caught big fish of the tournament yesterday. So far, the bite has not been the size they need.
I don't think that's going to help us now.
No, not at all.
He's pretty though. Like I said, we come in here yesterday about 11:30. We already had 7 fish. Was fishing some shallower spots, and the other day we come in here and pre-fished and caught some out here a little bit deeper. This morning we slid in here early. We hadn't been here this early before, so we was going to come in here and see if they'd bite early. We just haven't had as good a bite, but we did catch a big one about halfway back a while ago, probably about 10 foot of water. But yesterday we caught a 239 in here, and that's leading the tournament right now on big fish. I don't know if it'll hold today, but where that big one lives, there's got to be some more big ones. So we're gonna stick it out in here for a while and try to catch a few of them.
Ken Myers and Mark Taylor, not content to just be in the top 10, made a change today that they hope pays off with a win.
This morning started off better than yesterday. We made a change to our game plan. We went shallow yesterday and then came back out to what's really been our go-to hole. We knew it was good because previous national champions are in it. And so we were just sticking with the game plan of fishing these ledges, and we changed up a little bit of our, we're fishing some single rigs, which is not typical. We usually fish double rigs and just go with bigger baits and trying to catch bigger fish. Less bites, but quality fish.
Oh, good one, good one, good one, good one. Good one, good one, good one, good one. Woo! Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. 196.
Good one? Oh yeah, keep it down, keep him down. Okay, bring him here. Oh, whoop. You got him in there. Yeah, finally. Nice crappie right there. That's gonna help our weight. Hopefully we can get 6 more bigger than that even. But if you ever want to come and fish somewhere, come to Darbone Lake. There's plenty of fish. Everybody catches a bunch of them, and it'll be a great place to come vacation. Bring your family. All right, we're ready to go now. We're getting fired up.
Lepley and Edgar continue to chip away at the lead.
Black crappie? What's black crappie doing out here? Tell you what, folks, doesn't get any better than this now. Day 2 of the American Crappie Trail. It's fun, isn't it, Travis? Tell you what, we're in 3rd place. I don't think this fish is going to help us, but man, I'll tell you what, we've had a great time. If you're not fishing the American Crappie Trail, get out there and fish. Man, crappie fishing, it's a blast, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Hey man, don't go anywhere. American Crappie Trail will bring you right back with some more fish.
Martin Metal, the specialists for your post frame or stud frame structure. Whether your project is agricultural or residential, we are the one-stop shop for your building needs, with the goal to always provide quality products at competitive prices. With great service, Martin Metal is more than metal. We have our own truss plant for your truss needs. Our lumber yard has the highest grade of lumber available in the area, and our window and door options are as diverse as the buildings we supply for. Martin Metal, where our motto has always been, working hard for your success.
We put the Rockport Rattler to a real test. 2 champion anglers using 4 rods with the competition jigs against 4 rods using the Rockport Rattler. The result, the Rockport Rattler outfished the competition 10-1.
Rockport Rattler gray head.
This patented rattling jig contains a rattling chamber in the body of the jig. The rattle is amplified by using water as a conductor,
Rockport Rattler,
making fish hear it at much greater distances, just like a dinner bell for fish.
If you don't have a Rockport Rattler, you ain't catching crappie.
Land, water, seed, and sunshine. It's what farmers need to make things grow. At Mid-State Seed, we take pride in our partners and grow friendships too, providing quality seed farmers can count on. From quality control to packaging and shipping, Mid-State Seed works hard to distribute affordable product from America's heartland. Mid-State Seed, firmly planted in partnership. B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you're jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. 3rd-generation family company with over 70 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Poles, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. B&M Poles, official pole of the American Crappie Trail. Midway through Championship Day of American Crappie Trails Tournament on Lake D'Arbonne in northern Louisiana. Less than 2 pounds separate the top 20 teams. 1 kicker fish can bring home the money. The 9th place team of George Parker and Tim Eberly have exhausted their fish from yesterday and are in full-out search mode.
Well, the day so far has been just slow. I mean, we went through a lot of area that we went through yesterday, and we're just keeping on going. This is all new stuff. We're just going to keep pounding it and pounding it. We're picking one up here and there, and it's just not a real fast bite. This whole thing is a maze of stumps. Even the ones you can't see, it's thick down there. Fish, fish. If that's a crappie, that's a big one. It ain't no crappie, it's big. Yeah, it is. All right. Here, hold this. Hold this right here. Hold the pole so I can get him out with each other. 150. Let me see it for a second. Now that there is what we're looking for. Just a little bit bigger, but that's a good one.
All right, Matt, we've talked a lot about conservation here at American Crappie Trail, and you've made some big investments as far as taking care of these fish. Let's talk about that a little bit.
You know, Sam, it is probably the #1 point to me to exemplify the conservation and making sure that each and every single one of these fish have a fighting chance to get back in the water. We've invested in a 30-foot release boat. It's got full oxygen capabilities, recirculating pumps, bottom drop-through hatches, so that we're not having to handle these fish. We're not having to put them in nets. And yesterday after the weigh-in, we took that boat on the water, we took it back out to the channel.
Right.
We didn't put those fish back in shallow water where they didn't have an opportunity to survive, and we dropped every one of them out. But the catch is, we stayed out there for 45 minutes. We made sure that each and every one of those fish that went down through the bottom hatches had a chance to swim off.
Right.
We didn't have to scoop up the first fish.
Yeah, that's what our target is. Once you check them in the live sink that we have, once you check them for being alive, check them for size, then they're never touched again by human hands. We take them in the bags right to the release boat, and the release boat goes right out the bottom.
Absolutely. Guys, at American Crappie Trail, we're trying to exemplify conservation in crappie fishing. And I'm not telling you to not eat crappie, because they do taste good.
They're wonderful.
They do taste good, but the brood stock at each one of these lakes and your home lake, it would mean a lot for each and every one to start developing some sort of conservation in the crappie industry.
I'm all about that.
It is important for us to do for our kids and our grandkids.
Yes, we got to preserve this resource.
Absolutely.
And we're going to do our best to do it.
Yes, sir.
Tournament fishing requires intense concentration, but when your sponsor calls,
look, you can't FaceTime. We've got a cameraman in the car. I know you're our sponsor. I know Honey Hole is a sponsor, but I mean, too much media.
Too much of media? Look at that ninja jersey, cuz.
Yeah, ninja jerseys on. We're representing Honey Hole well today.
Hey, I'm just glad you answered. Where's Magic at?
Magic Mark is right here.
What you say, Magic?
We're sitting on about 10 pounds.
Y'all look really good.
All right, we're going back to crush it. Oh. Fifth pole. All right, grab it. I don't know if it is either. If not, we gonna weigh it. I'll say this. The first minute in tournament crappie fishing, and the last minute, they're all important. That bite can happen with 1 minute to go. Yesterday, we caught a 196 with 3 minutes to go and literally netted it and had to pull our rods out of the water to make sure we weren't in the water too late. I mean, it can be feast or famine, but that big one can bite any moment. And so you got to keep that concentration and make sure you don't miss that fish.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you're jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. Third-generation family company with over 70 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Poles, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. B&M Poles, official pole of the American Crappie Trail.
Lucas Oil's Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Outboard Engine Oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but also provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-sail foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with Evinrude E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
The outboards that are changing everything. Easy to own and fun to drive. The Evinrude E-Tech G2, now from 150 to 300 horsepower.
It was just so easy to drive, not having to worry about the trim. I could just gas it and go, and that's where I fell in love with the engine.
I could drive my boat literally with one finger.
In terms of just convenience, easy for me, the G2 is perfect.
I wanted something my wife could drive with ease.
I love my G2.
For details, visit evinrude.com.
For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by B&M Fishing, quality performance and service for over 70 years. By Mid-State Seed, firmly planted in partnership. Martin Metal, your source for quality buildings, roofing, and lumber. By Evinrude, official engine of the American Crappie Trail. And by these other proud sponsors. Tied for 7th place after day 1, Josh Gowan and Alex Rude are spider rigging a stump field that is paying dividends.
We're doing better than yesterday. We started off this morning, we caught a good tournament fish early. Kind of was slow for a little bit. And I mean, there's stumps everywhere out here. and we've just zigzagged all over the place, and we got on a line that we hadn't been on. I can see on the GPS where we've been. And I mean, every fish in there was good. So we caught some 165s and 155s, which obviously in this tournament's pretty solid fish. But we had 7th yesterday with 1184. Our smallest fish is 154, I think, and our biggest is 179. We've got a bigger stringer than yesterday. What we're looking for now is a kicker, an improvement, any improvement, something that you can cull one of those fish and get a little bit bigger. Running a 1/2 ounce sinker on top of a 32nd ounce orange jig head, and it has a 1/0 hook. These are specially made by Old Chute Bank, and we're running all kind of different plastics. We've got some slab magnets, we've got some Old Chute Banks, we've got some just old school Southern Pro tubes, and then we're tipping with a minnow. And we're about to push through these stumps using 12-pound high-vis P-line and B&M Pro Staff reels.
Championship Saturday on Lake D'Arbonne did not disappoint. As our teams come to the scales, the limits and weights add up. Surging from the middle of the pack is the team of Robinson and Turner to take an early lead.
You're our new leader at 23.64.
10th place team of Kyle Shanehair and Rodney Newhouse make a run at the lead.
11.69 yesterday, gonna take 11.95 to take the lead. Boy, you guys are gonna be hair shy, 11.59. Not quite enough to knock them guys off, but a great finish to you. A B&M sponsored team.
7th after day one, Josh Gowan and Alex Rood bring a big bag to the scales.
12.16, we got some new leaders. Congratulations, Josh, Alex.
Taking the lead by just 36 hundredths, Gowan and Rood still need to hold off the 3rd and 4th place contenders from day one.
What do we got? 10.20. You want to talk about a tight tournament. 11.42, you must be local. Yeah. 9.75. Let's get them up here.
The last to step to the scales are seasoned veterans Tim Blackley and Jackie Van Cleve.
Champion is. It's going to be a close one. Wait. 10.76. Gowan and Rood, you guys are our Lake D'Arbonne champions. You want to talk about a close one, Tim? Jackie. Josh Gowan and Alex Rood, you are our 2017 Lake D'Arbonne, Louisiana champions. Winners over $25,000.
Josh Gowan and Alex Rood hold off the pack to win the American Crappie Trail Tournament on Lake D'Arbonne, presented by Rockport Rattler. Their 2-day catch totaled 24 pounds even and netted them over $26,000 in cash and prizes. Join us next week as we travel to Kentucky Lake for the 3rd stop on the American Crappie Trail.